Jennifer Lawrence buckled into the soft leather seat of the private jet. Her dog Pippi curled up warmly on her lap as the plane taxied down the runway in Louisville. She had just spent a relaxing weekend with her family in her hometown, and now she was heading back to New York, eager to get home. The engines roared to life, and the small jet lifted smoothly into the clear summer sky. She smiled, stroking Pippi's fur, watching Kentucky shrink below her. The flight was supposed to be quick and easy. Just her friend Laura, the two pilots up front, and the quiet hum of the engines. At 31,000 feet, everything felt perfect. Jennifer sipped a drink, chatting with Laura about nothing important, laughing at old stories. The plane cruised steadily, the world a distant patchwork far below. Then, without warning, a deafening bang shattered the calm. The jet lurched violently to one side, throwing Jennifer against her seatbelt. Pippi yelped and scrambled closer. The whole cabin vibrated hard, like something massive had exploded. Jennifer's heart slammed into her ribs. "What the hell was that?" she shouted, gripping the armrests. Laura's face went pale. Up in the cockpit, the door flew open, and one pilot staggered back, his eyes wide with shock. "We lost an engine," he yelled over the alarms blaring now. Red lights flashed everywhere. The plane tilted again, dropping suddenly, making Jennifer's stomach flip. She clutched Pippi tighter, the little dog trembling against her chest. The pilot rushed back to the controls, shouting into the radio, "Mayday! Mayday! Engine failure at 31,000 feet. Jennifer's mind raced. One engine down. They could still fly on one, right? That's what she told herself, breathing fast, trying to stay calm. Laura grabbed her hand, squeezing hard. The plane steadied a bit, but the noise was wrong, lopsided, straining. The pilots' voices cracked with urgency from the cockpit. "Diverting to Buffalo, nearest airport. Preparing for emergency landing." Jennifer looked out the window. Clouds rushed by faster now as the jet descended sharply. Her phone. Should she call someone? Text her family? But her hands shook too much. Minutes dragged like hours. The plane dropped lower, the single engine whining under the pressure. Jennifer stared at Pippi's big eyes, whispering, "It's okay. Baby, we're okay." But inside, fear clawed at her. What if they couldn't make it? What if the landing gear failed or something worse? The pilots were silent now, focused, but she could hear them arguing about altitude and speed. The jet shook with turbulence, bouncing like it might fall apart. Then, as they broke through the clouds and Buffalo's runway came into view far below, lined with flashing red and white emergency trucks, the impossible happened. A second massive shudder ripped through the plane. The remaining engines sputtered, coughed, and died. Total silence. No roar, no hum. Just the terrifying whistle of wind against the fuselage as the jet became a 20-ton glider plummeting toward the earth. Jennifer screamed. Laura screamed. Even the pilots' voices broke. "Both engines out. Both out. We're dead stick." The alarms screamed louder, a constant wail. The plane nosed down, picking up speed, falling too fast. Jennifer's body pressed back into the seat from the dive. Pippi whimpered, paws digging into her shirt. Tears streamed down Jennifer's face. This was it. They were going to crash. She thought of her mom, her brothers, all the things she never said. In her head, she started leaving messages. "Mom, I love you. Tell everyone I'm sorry. I had a good life." The ground rushed up sickeningly fast. Trees, buildings, the long gray strip of runway. Fire trucks raced alongside, sirens howling. The pilots yanked on controls, fighting to keep the nose up, flaps down, trying to stretch the glide. "Come on, come on," one pilot muttered through gritted teeth. Jennifer braced, arms wrapped around Pippi, eyes squeezed, her eyes shut. Laura prayed out loud. The silence was the worst, no power, no second chance. Impact. The jet slammed into the runway at terrifying speed. Jennifer's head snapped forward, teeth jarring. The plane bounced high, airborne again for a heart-stopping second, then crashed down harder. Metal screeched, tires smoked. It bounced once more, even higher, threatening to flip. Jennifer held her breath, waiting for the explosion, the fireball. The pilots hauled back on the yoke, forcing the nose down just enough. The jet hit a third time, skidded wildly, veering left toward the grass. Sparks flew everywhere. The wings scraped, sending showers of fire. Jennifer smelled burning rubber, heard the groan of twisting metal. The plane spun slightly, tail swinging. Pippi barked in panic. Jennifer's seatbelt cut into her hips as inertia threw her side to side. "Hold on!" someone yelled. The runway blurred past, emergency vehicles chasing, lights flashing like crazy. Finally, agonizingly, the jet slowed. It rolled straight, then veered off the pavement onto rough ground, shaking violently before grinding to a halt in dirt and grass. Smoke poured from the engines, or what was left of them. Silence again, but this time broken by sobs. Jennifer opened her eyes. They were alive. The plane was intact. No fire. No explosión. The door wouldn't open at first, jammed from the impact. Outside, firefighters shouted, prying it with tools. Jennifer unbuckled with shaking hands, hugging Pippi so tight the dog squirmed. Laura cried hysterically. The pilots stumbled back, faces ghost white, one of them actually weeping. "We made it! We fucking made it!" he gasped. Fresh air rushed in as the door popped open. Paramedics swarmed, helping Jennifer down the stairs on wobbly legs. Her knees buckled, but someone caught her. Pippi licked her face, tail wagging despite everything. Firefighters hosed down the hot engines just in case. Jennifer looked back at the scarred jet, tires shredded, belly scraped raw. It looked like it had been through war. She dropped to the ground right there on the tarmac, burying her face in Pippi's fur, tears flowing freely. Alive. They were all alive. The pilots hugged each other, then her, everyone shaking, laughing through the fear. Sirens still wailed, but now it sounded like victory. Jennifer stood up slowly, looked at the sky she almost never saw again. Her hands wouldn't stop trembling, but she smiled, a real, broken, grateful smile. Later, on the replacement plane home, after pills and rum to calm the nerves, she stared out the window the whole way, heart still racing at every bump. But she made it. Against all odds, with both engines gone and death reaching out, the pilots glided that beast down and saved them all. Jennifer hugged Pippi closer. Life felt sharper now, more precious. She texted her family, "I'm okay. Landed safe. Love you." And for the first time in hours, she breathed easy.